not a liberal America. We face the difficulties of today and tomorrow. I still have a dream.
Hello, viewers. Okay, like, subscribe, share. Please let other people see this video. It helps me out. Okay, let's have some fun. Okay? Let's have some fun with the thumbs up deal. All right, man. You know, you put your thumbs up when things are going really great, right? I mean, I got some pictures. I'm gonna show you some pictures here. Give me a second. I gotta get my stuff together. Okay, I'm gonna show you some pictures of. Oops, there we go. Okay, here's. Thumbs up. There's my boy. There's my boy Robert Downey Jr. Man, I love this guy. Right, Iron Man. Thumbs up. You know, for Iron Man. And then there's Sir Paul. Man, Paul McCartney. Right, he's one of my very favorite guys. You know. Okay, so and then there's Jack Nicholson. Whoa, right? Yeah, thumbs up, Jack Nicholson. And then there's Ringo Starr, another one of the Beatles. And even Barack Obama, man, you know, he's thumbs up. I mean, these guys, the Pope, even the Pope, okay, has made doing the thumbs up thing like really, really cool. And so, yeah. So, I mean, when you're in a great mood, that's what you want to see. You want to see the thumbs up thing. And then, but the problem is that it doesn't always work out so good. Here's the thumbs up. That is not really to my liking, folks. This is not cool. This is okay. So I need to tell you the story about thumbs up at Arlington National Cemetery with Donald Trump. Trump posted on TikTok videos of him near tombstones in Section 60 at Arlington Memorial Cemetery. And some veterans call the move disrespectful. An Army spokesperson, I'm going to read you what an Army spokesperson said. This is no way for a government official or political candidate to conduct themselves on the sacred ground of Section 60 at Arlington. This is the final resting place of many heroic Americans, including some who died under my command. This is not a political prop. That's retired U.S. Navy Admiral James Stavridis. Federal law and Pentagon policies do not allow political activities in Section 60 of the cemetery. It's considered hallowed ground. And on August 26, Trump visited the cemetery and took part in a wreath-laying ceremony. And he visited Section 60 after that. And the section of Arlington National Cemetery is set aside for veterans of wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. And federal law and Pentagon policies don't allow for political activities in that section. But videos were taken by Trump and used in advertisements. So there's no question about the purpose of him being there. I mean, they may say that it was innocent to begin with, but at the end of the day, he used photographs from that outing in Section 60 for political campaign purposes. There's no question about that. Army says this incident was unfortunate, and it's also unfortunate that the Arlington National Cemetery employee and her professionalism has been unfairly attacked. You see, an Arlington National Cemetery employee who attempted to ensure the adherence to the rules about no political campaigning in the cemetery was abruptly pushed aside. The military rarely comments on political matters, and the statement of August 29th didn't mention Trump specifically, nor the presidential campaign, but it did make reference to the ceremony. And during a speech in Michigan on the 29th, Trump said the families of service members who died in Afghanistan asked him to go to Arlington National Cemetery and take photographs with him. They love me and I love them. That's what he said. That's what he says. Trump campaign spokesperson Steve Chung, said, "The fact is that a private photographer was permitted on the premises, and for whatever reason, an unnamed individual clearly suffering from mental health episode decided to physically block members of the former President Trump's team during a very solemn ceremony." That isn't what happened. He's lying. Who do you believe? Army spokesperson or Stephen Chung? "I really did not want to get involved in this," said a U.S. military official, speaking on condition of anonymity. "But what happened at Arlington is not acceptable." The employee who was assaulted stated she feared reprisals from MAGA nuts, and the Army said that it considers the matter closed since the employee did not press charges. The U.S. military is meant to be apolitical, loyal to the U.S. Constitution, and independent of any political party or movement. So this Arlington Cemetery incident has revived fears that some officials and experts that Trump might use the military to do political things if he wins a second term. While in office, Trump intervened, restored the rank of a Navy SEAL who was convicted of posing with a corpse of an Islamic State detainee. Trump also threatened to use U.S. troops to put down protests around the country. Trump has made statements concerning military sacrifice that has been denounced by senior military officials. So an image on social media shows Trump and the family of Darian Taylor Hoover, 31-year-old Marine Corps Staff Sergeant, who was among 13 U.S. troops killed in Afghanistan. Trump was smiling and giving a thumbs up over Mr. Hoover's tombstone. Another tombstone was visible in that big picture, and it was the tombstone of Master Sergeant Andrew Marchesano. His family says they understand that Mr. Hoover's family are looking for accountability for those soldiers who died in Afghanistan, but based on the conversations that the Marchesano family had with the cemetery, Mr. Trump's campaign didn't follow the rules. So let's talk about, you got a guy running for president who is a draft dodger, Bone Spur, right? Corporal Bone Spur, they call him. The Vietnam War was going on. The draft was going on. Trump could have done, I guess, like many others and just gone to the National Guard or something, but he chose to pay a doctor to say he had bone spurs, which hasn't affected his golf game or his tennis game or anything else when he was young. He is called people lying in sacred grounds overseas suckers and losers. He doesn't want to take pictures with military veterans who have been disfigured in war. This is a person who said that he didn't like John McCain because he had been captured. He likes heroes who weren't captured. So, before I told you that if you were a Christian and you were voting for Trump because for Christian things like he's like Cyrus, I tried to explain to you that that's not a good deal. And if you're voting for Trump because you think he supports the military, you're wrong. Trump supports the military insofar as he thinks he can use the military for his gains. And should you die reaching a goal that he set you for, he'd just consider you a sucker.